Everybody likes to sing. We all have some repertoire of popular tunes that we hum and sing, even if it's just an occasional painful, out of tune happy birthday or some misguided warbling in the shower. Yes, we all sing, and some of us are jazz singers. Singing jazz means improvising, singing blues, swinging, playing with words, and looking good doing it. So if you find yourself adding little extra notes and syncopated sounds to the songs you're singing, you're probably a jazz singer. In the beginning, there were no jazz singers and no jazz musicians, only folks singing in churches, in the fields, on the front and back porches, in barbershops, and an occasional opera hall or two. Everybody back then just loved singing, especially in church, because church singers sang with a lot of meaning, bending, scooping, and sliding the notes, a lot of emotion. They used a device called vibrato, which in this instance means trembling with emotion. Here's Wycliffe Gordon to demonstrate all these things on a hymn. Church songs are generally called hymns. This one's entitled, Just a Closer Walk with Thee.
Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus, granted if you please. I said daily walking close to thee. Oh, let it be, dear Lord. Oh, let it be.
Jazz instrumentalists, trumpeters, clarinetists, trombonists, became jealous of these church singers because the people loved to hear all this shouting and moaning. Well, we wanted some recognition too, so we started phrasing and playing just like the singers. Here's that same hymn with vibrato and in a singing style, like the first jazz musicians might have played. This is called singing horns. Listen to how we make our instruments sing. Now, when you start talking about the church, it's easy to forget about the blues. Church people used to think that they were way above the blues, but I just can't leave the blues out because not only does everybody get the blues, blues music is full of good feeling and it keeps the blues away. Now, blues music is organized differently than church music. In church music, the instrumentalist responds to the singing wherever they can. But blues music is designed with an equal amount of time for singing and instrumental responding. The thing was, the blues singers' melodies and lyrics didn't change that much. Every performance, they sang basically the same thing. But the instrumentalists, we were making up different stuff all the time. This gave instrumentalists equal time to impress upon the listener that a horn could not only sing, but invent new melodies. Now we're going to play a traditional blues called Going to Chicago. And I want you all to notice that Wycliffe is singing a written melody and that our instrumental responses are much more unpredictable because they're improvised.
Going to Chicago. Sorry I can't take you. to Chicago. Sorry I can't take you. There's nothing in Chicago that a monkey woman can do. When you see me coming, raise your window up high. Oh, when you see me coming, baby, raise your window up high. When you see me passing by, hang your head and cry. Yeah, hurry, hurry down, sunshine. See what tomorrow brings. Oh, hurry, hurry down, sunshine. See what tomorrow brings. I said the sun went down, and tomorrow brought us rain. You're so mean and evil. You do things you ought not do. I said you're so mean and evil. You do things you ought not do. But I tell you what, you got my brand of honey. Guess I'll have to put up with you.
So, as we got better and better playing moans, cries, and laughs and purely instrumental runs on our horns, the singers began to improvise and add instrumental effects to what they were doing. Well, we could have kept going back and forth and back between the instrumentalists and the singers, arguing about who was imitating whom. But the greatest jazz singer and jazz instrumentalist arrived in the form of one person. He changed everything about jazz. I'm talking about Louis Armstrong. And this is what he taught singers how to do. First, swing. Louis Armstrong could just swing. And swing is the feeling of rhythmic coordination and propulsion that makes you want to move in the groove. It's like watching a great dancer. You could do the exact same movement, but it just wouldn't look the same. That dancer executes rhythms with some kind of indefinable energy, and it gets right into the center heart of the groove. A great swinger is so comfortable with the beat that anything seems possible. Because Armstrong was a phenomenal improviser on the trumpet and a master blues player, he would sometimes imitate the swinging sound of his horn with his voice. He made up nonsense syllables like stoo-doo-dippy doo-poo-dippy doo-poo-doo blah-blia doo-poo-doo-poo-doo-dee doodle-dippy doo-poo-dip zaz-zo-zo-zat. As the story goes, when Louis was recording a song entitled Heebie-Jeebies, the music fell off the stand and he just kept singing anyway. What he sang was called scat singing. Here's Kevin Burke to sing Heebie-Jeebies. Let's listen for the swing and for the scat.
I mean the jeebies talking about the deadly heebie-jeebies you, me, calls that boy. As if with a little bit joy, hey, don't you know it? Da-da-da-bo, don't be blue. Someone will teach you, come on, and do that dance. They call the heebie-jeebies dance. Yes, sir, Papa's got the heebie-jeebies band. Da-da-do, da-da-do, ba-dee-da-do, dee-ba-dee-doo-ba-doo-ba, so-ba-doo-ba-ba-doo-da-bo-ba-doo-ba-doo, see, sa-boo-ba-boo-ba-doo, dee-da-sa-da-sa-do-ba-boo-ba-ba, say, ba-ba-dee-do, come on now, do that dance. They call the heebie-jeebies dance. Yes, mama, they call the heebie-jeebies dance. I got the heebies.
Now what you doing with the heebies? I said I ain't got no heebie.
Louis Armstrong put the blues into songs to make them feel better. Armstrong knew how to alter the melody and change the words in a song. Before the jazz singers, vocalists almost never changed the words or melody of a song. They just concentrated on delivering the lyric in tune. But Louis Armstrong took all kinds of liberties. He played with the words like they were notes on his trumpet. He improvised new melodies that were so different you really couldn't even recognize the original song. Different, but always better. Let's use a classic popular song, Dinah, to demonstrate. First, we're going to hear Dinah the way it was intended to be sung. Once again, this is Kevin Burke singing.
Dinah, is there anyone finer in the state of Carolina? If there isn't, you know her, show her to me. Dinah, with her Dixie eyes blazing, how I love to sit and gaze in to the eyes of Dinah Lee. Every night, why do I shake with fright? Because my dynamite changed her mind about me. Dinah, if she wandered to China, I would hop an ocean liner just to be with Dinah Lee.
Now let's hear Kevin sing it in the style of Louis Armstrong. Let's check out the swing, energy, freedom of phrasing, and the way that Armstrong's art transforms this piece into something entirely different.
Oh, Dinah, is anyone finer in the state of Carolina? If there isn't, you know, oh, show to me, Dinah. Her Dixie eyes blazing, would love to sit and gaze in to the eyes of Dinah Lee. Baby, every night, white eyes shake with fighting woe. Cause my dynamite changed your mind. Dinah, you wanted to China, babe. Oh, hop an ocean liner, oh, babe. Oh, Dinah, yes, Dinah. Oh, Dinah, oh, babe, Dinah Lee. Oh, Dinah, 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 Dinah. Oh, so, babe, oh, Dinah Lee. Oh, baby, every night, why do I so that diddy? Because my dynamite so oh, now, Dinah,